So today we are going to be talking about PSYBooks, an EHR that is run by a local Atlanta therapist, which I think is cool. And she's done a great job with this. And so we'll start with pricing. So for individuals, it's $45 per practitioner per month. And then I think it's cool. So she has something called groups of individuals. So you're not a group practice, but maybe you all rent from the same place or something like that. So I thought that was a really cool option. And then the standard group practice and option, which is, $40 per month and then $25 per practitioner after that. And then some add-ons, e-filing, and then she has 2 video options. So one, this is kind of the standard one that's built in. Well, they're both built in, but this is the more standard one. And then this one allows for larger groups. So the secure video allows for larger groups of people if you need that. So you could use it with, if you're doing workshops or other things too. And then credit card processing is included, but it is 3% and then 35 cents per charge after that. So, that's the pricing, very reasonable. And I feel like very just simple and easy to understand, which is great. And so we will log in here. So when you actually first log in the first time, there's a wonderful welcome screen here that gives you a rundown and all of this stuff, which I think is really cool and very helpful. And so as you can see, I've added a client here, and so you could see all of your clients here. And then if you had anyone archived, you could see them there. And then it's easy to do different things, so you can easily onboard clients, add new clients. Just, I feel like pretty simple and obvious how to do things, which I always think is nice and helpful. Things aren't super hidden. And so I think that's nice. The calendar view, and you have options for daily, weekly, and monthly, which I think is, again, fantastic. And appointment request. And so one of the cool features is this appointment request. And so you don't have to share your whole calendar with everyone, but if you wanted to send it to a specific client, you choose that client and then how you want to send things to them. And then you would go down here and, send a notification or whatever. And then you can set your schedule and what you want to tell them is available, which I just think that is a pretty cool feature. I don't think I've seen that before in an EHR system. So that's definitely awesome. And again, there's always these little helpful things of this is how you use this and this is what you do. And I think that's really helpful when you're sort of navigating an EHR, a new EHR. So I like that she did that. So that is one of the things: appointment reminders, general settings for your calendar, and you can color code, which I love that you can color code things. So and you can get more specific with the color coding with specific appointments or events and things like that. So I think that's great. You can decide how you want client names to show up and all of that. So again, really, really cool features there. And then, so we've got all of, forms and things like that. You can create templates and send them easily. You can manage them, e-sign documents, which is really, really cool. All of that's here. You can add files and then reports. So financial reports and receipts, insurance information, sort of, all of that. And then your own personal notes and reminders, which I love having that built in because I feel like there's always things that pop up and I want to remember. So I think that's really, really helpful. And then libraries. So she's got a great library, including diagnoses. So lots of that, procedure codes, insurance, and medications, which I think is nice to have that included, all that information in there, especially the drug name and you can add in notes about it and all of that. So I think that's cool. And then she's got the, generic for, and then lets you know what it's generic for. And then, you can add notes in here, which I think is great. Contacts. So if you have general contacts like psychiatrists, things like that, you can add that in here. If you have other therapists, you would add them in here. And then she's got a whole resource tab too. And then all of these forms, like all the forms, more forms than I've probably seen in an EHR before. A really nice list here. And some added little bonuses and affiliate programs, which is always nice. So a lot of things. There's the client portal, which is really nice. And so you can send emails. So I think that's really cool. You can check email. You can see what you've sent, all of that. So again, it's a little bit easier, or kind of works in the way that I think a lot of us think about email and things like that, where some EHRs, it's sometimes not quite as easy to see what messages have been sent or reminders and things like that. So that's nice. And if you have the video set up, you would have that here. And then, yes, clients can have a portal access, and you can email them directly. You can email them, and then you can also change like their permissions for what they're able to do. And so it looks like online client scheduling is coming soon. So that's not completely available, but you still have that one way where you can send your calendar to people and they can sort of choose a time. So that looks like it's coming soon. So that's not there yet, but a lot of other wonderful features. So I wanted to pop over here for a second to what the client portal looks like. And so when they get set up in the system, you can choose what you want to send to them and how much you want to onboard them and give them what you want to give them access to. And so what I think is cool is you log in, and this is, what it shows you, and the client can just go ahead and update all of this stuff right here. And, other email address, things like that, their insurance info and billing, credit card info would also be here if I had set that up, but I didn't. And then what I like too is there's this little like pending task thing. So it tells you what you need to do, and then they can click on them, and I'm already on that, but it would take them here. And again, has their email here so they can see, I see I got an email from my therapist here, and it's all secure, which is great. And again, if I had signed up for the video, that would be here. And then the calendar. And if, we had an appointment set up, that would show up here. And then files. So I think this is a cool little graphic, and you have the e-sign request, receive files, sent files, and then signatures. So you can save signatures. So I was really impressed. I had not checked this out before, and knew about PSYBooks just because I'm in Atlanta, and the owner's an Atlanta therapist, and I'm definitely impressed. It's a very robust system, and I think it's always nice to support local businesses, maybe smaller businesses, and things like that. So definitely give it a try if you are looking for a new EHR.